What is going on, guys? DBG here. In this video we are going to be doing the point guard tier list in NBA 2K20 MyTEAM. So this is the first tier list of the month of April. You guys have constantly been on to me trying to get this tier list out, and look at these, an awful lot of these cards were released in March. And I'm telling you guys this right now, the point guard position, this is going to be up in the air. As in, of all these cards, there's maybe 3 or 4 that are kind of universally seen as not good cards. I could have your favorite card in C tier. I'm warning you right now. There's so many good point guards, and there's so many different play styles. So depending on what your play style is going to change my opinion on the card. And you guys obviously know my play style if you watch me enough. So yeah, also we're trying to hit 160,000 subscribers as soon as possible. We're trying to hit that by the 1st of May, which is the goal. It's looking like we're going to be there or thereabouts. You got another month to get it, and about another 5,500, so it's going to be very, very close. So if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We are going for 160k within the next month. But anyway, now we're going to get on to the players. So we're starting off with Jimmer Fredette, and Jimmer has got an elite jump shot. He's also got a fairly quick peekaboo, good on defense, but cannot guard the big guys. Man, there's an awful lot of cards that I'm going to give the exact same kind of say the same thing about, and Jimmer's just one of those like shooting point guys. He's got a decent dunk of 75 and 80 tendency, like so many guys with that exact same rating. I'm gonna put Jimmer Fredette in B tier. He's gonna go right here in the middle. So then we got Michael Richardson. In terms of pre-Giannis, he was, well, to be fair, he did come out with Giannis, sorry. In terms of like pre-Simmons and Magic, he was pretty good. Because you come up against a lot of LeBrons, and he can deal very well with LeBron. He can kind of deal with Magic. Good, great perimeter defense, decent interior defense. I'm telling you, his release is money. It is slow, but it's money. If you're left open with Michael Richardson, he's going to hit all his shots. But honestly, he is not enough of an offensive threat. If he had range extender, even with that slow release, he would be a tier higher. But I'm going to put him down in C tier. I really like this card. Trust me, I really like Michael Richardson. It's just hard to you'll see why it's hard for me to put him above C tier later on in the video. Now we have got Chauncey Billups. I loved Billups when he came out. I still like his release. Trust me, I still like Chauncey Billups' release. However, I just feel he's outclassed. I just don't think he has really much going for him in terms of the elite cards in the game. And for that reason, I'm going to put Chauncey Billups right down here in C tier. Yeah, he can come off screens and shoot the ball. He does not have the quick release that Jimmer Fredette has. He's got a money release though. And I just think that since when Chauncey Billups came out, he was fantastic. He was fantastic for a while. I just think he's been kind of outclassed, especially because you can get Bonga for an awful lot cheaper, who is an awful lot better. And like even a card like a Javon Carter gives you very, very similar to what Chauncey Billups gives you. Then we've got LeBron James. So LeBron James, I'm pretty sure at the start of March, LeBron James he's probably seen as the best point guard, to be honest. Either him or I don't think Giannis was out on the 1st of March. I'm pretty sure LeBron James, I'm pretty sure it was a LeBron James Giannis matchup for the best point guard in the point guard bracket tier list, but there's just so many cards I'm just not even bothered doing the brackets anymore. Well, he's been outclassed. He's been outclassed. LeBron James going to A tier. He is no longer the best or second best or third best point guard in the game. He is good. He's a decent big point guard, but you know what? He is not that much better than a card that is 3.5 KMT. So now we have got a guy that I have nicknamed the Broken, Gary Payton, who should be deleted off every single person's wish list if you want him. He has maybe the most broken jump shot in the game. Like I remember when I was doing the spotlights for Kareem to get the Giannis card. Literally, Gary Payton was like, I didn't even have him in my squad. I can't remember who I was using over him. I was using obviously there was Oscar Robertson, but I'm pretty sure I was using some like Rubens. I was using Exum over him. I was using Dante Exum over him. I was using a lot of really cheap guys over him. For that reason, he is absolutely terrible. He is going into D tier. So then we have got Malcolm Brogdon. Brogdon's 6'5", is a fairly decent defender, not a great interior defender, but he's got that little bit of height, which definitely helps. His peekaboo is pretty good. Release, some people don't like it. I really like it. I really like Brogdon's release. I know some people definitely don't. There are a lot of people that don't like Brogdon's release, but I am not one of them. So, yeah, Malcolm Brogdon for me is no question about it going here in B tier. Again, there's just so many great point guards. Why he's not in A tier, but no, Brogdon's really good. Like, Brogdon's my backup point guard. And Brogdon's my backup, and this guy is my starter. Isaac Bonga. Literally an almost equivalent to LeBron James. Like, I'm being dead serious. He's almost an equivalent. I don't think there's that... Like, yeah, LeBron kind of dunks better and stuff, and LeBron's a tiny bit better. And by tiny bit, I mean tiny bit. Bonga is a 6'8" point guard. Has an elite release. I prefer Bonga's release to LeBron's. I don't know why I just haven't got LeBron's release down, and whereas over the last day or so, I've gotten Bonga's release completely down. Bonga can defend inside, he can defend outside. He can just do everything. And for 3.5 to 5k MT, if you don't have him, like, just buy him. Please buy him. You need, like, every player needs Bonga in their team. Now we have got Lonzo Ball. So Lonzo Ball, I don't like this card. Like, in terms of how good the card actually is, he's probably B tier, but I really don't like him, so yeah, I'm gonna put him C tier. I just don't like the card. I'm sorry, but I don't. Like, I can't get his release down. His release to me is terrible. His release, like, yeah, sure, like, on face value, he's better than Jimmer. He's a 6'6" point guard who can attack the basket and who can lock people down and kind of should be able to do everything well, but he just doesn't. He just doesn't. I don't know what it is. Then we've got Steve Nash, who I'm going to put into B tier. No, I'm going to put him in C tier because I don't rate Steve Nash any higher than Chauncey Billups. I use both of them. I think they do kind of similar things. Steve Nash is kind of like, he plays a Jimmer for that type of role, but he doesn't quite shoot as well as him. But Steve Nash is a pretty good card. He's still usable. Like, these guys up here are all usable. Everyone except Gary Payton is usable so far in this tier list. Then we got Walt Frazier. Due to lack of range extender, I'm going to put Walt down in C tier as well. He does everything else well. Really good release, but no range is killer. Like, this card was out on the... Is it the 15th of... before the 15th of January, because I remember Uric111 used him against me. So he was out very early. When he first came out, he was pretty good. But, no, the no range extender is killer. Then we have got Stephon Marbury. I think Marbury is the worst of all of these type of cards, which is the slashing guys that have got range extender, because he's only got like gold quick. He's got half of quick first step. He's only got gold clamps, gold range extender. Release is pretty good, like it's basically Derrick Rose animation. So overall, he is a pretty good card. I don't think he's quite elite, but he is still pretty good. Then we got Richie Guerin, who I think is just a Marbury, but kind of better at everything. He's taller. He's a better dunker, similar defender. He's also got a much better, well, not much better, a little bit better release than Marbury. So he is going into B tier. He's a really good card. Again, can do kind of everything. He's just a little bit small, 6'4". Then we've got Ty Jerome. And he's a 6'6" point guard. No range. He is literally Ruby Exum. Oh, do I put him in C or D? Because he doesn't really bring much. I'm going to put him in D tier. He does not bring much to the floor, to be honest. Can play a little bit of defense, and that's about it. Does not bring much on the offensive end. Whereas at least Lonzo, even though his release is bad, he can shoot from limitless if you need him. He's like a worse Lonzo Ball. And we got D'Angelo Russell. So I'm going to put D'Angelo Russell in... You know what? I'm going to actually put him in B tier. D'Angelo Russell's alright. I've used him. He's actually quite a decent card. Like, he shoots the ball relatively well, got a nice release. Actually quite a good defender, got good height. So overall, he is definitely a fairly decent card. Then we have got Fred Brown. We have got Kyrie Russell. If you don't know why that is, they literally made him Kyrie's height and weight and gave him the nickname Uncle Drew. And they gave him D'Angelo. Well, I think they gave him I'm pretty sure. Sorry, they gave him Kyrie's animations with D'Angelo Russell's jump shot. So yeah, Fred Brown is going to go into... I'm going to put him in B tier. No, I'll put him in C. I like Fred Brown, though. But to be fair, I like all these cards. Like, any of these cards up are usable. Ty Jerome, you could probably hold his own as well. The only card that's not usable is Gary Payton. Now we're on to the high tier cards. So I'm telling you, these high tier cards right here, there's going to be There's a lot of good ones here. There's a lot of good ones. And there's also a lot of the same cards. And I'm going to explain a little bit later if one of your favorite point guards is not on the list. So, Pete Maravich. Pete Maravich is better Malcolm Brogdon. That is literally what he is. I've used both of them. Pete Maravich is better Malcolm Brogdon. He is going A tier. Not quite S tier, but an elite player with his peekaboo dribbles, can shoot the lights out, handles the ball well, is quite a decent defender, good height, 6'5". Pete's a fantastic card in this game. Then we have got Ja Morant. So, Ja's release is pretty good. No Hall of Fame quick draw, but I think he does have Hall of Fame range. Dunks the ball really well. A good defensive card. Kind of does a bit of everything, to be honest. On the offensive end, is just a little bit undersized. A fantastic card, but again, just like a lot of other cards with point guard position, are just a tiny bit undersized. So 6'3", he's going B tier. So next is kind of an underrated card, because he's kind of gone under the radar because he is definitely one of the weaker opals. I don't think he is one of the best opals, but I think he is one of the weaker opals. Either way, I think that he's a really good card, and I'm putting him up in A tier. You guys might call me actually, why would you call me crazy? He's a 6'5", really good shooter who can dunk the ball really well and lock people down. So, yeah, I really like this Caruso card. Then we're on to Giannis, the most obvious ever inclusion in S tier right now. Giannis is ridiculous. He's absolutely ridiculous in this game. And we have got Lance Stevenson. Lance, I don't know if there's something about Lance Stevenson. Something happened to him. Something happened to his release. I don't know what it is, but 2K changed something for that reason. Otherwise, I would have probably had Lance up here in S tier, and I just realized I've cut off top of the screen, so I'm gonna have to kind of put Giannis overlapping on some of the players. Well, the S tier players overlapping some of the A tier players. But yeah, definitely A tier for Lance Stevenson. John Wall, should I just even put him above Ja Morant? B tier. Derrick Rose, I actually think that of all the John Wall, Derrick Rose, Ja Morant, Richie Guerin, Stephon Marbury, Donovan Mitchell, Gilbert Arenas, all of those cards are all basically the same card, but they're reskinned with different animations. I think of all of them, Derrick Rose is the best. So I'm going to put Derrick Rose up here into A tier. A really nice card. Dunks the ball well. Only problem with D Rose is that he's undersized. Other than that, he's fantastic. So unless you're coming up against a giant, you're going to be fine. Then we've got Tony Parker. So Tony Parker, I know some people have a lot of success with him. I don't think he's any better than Richie Guerin or Brogdon. Not going to lie. And I think he's very similar to Jimmer. I think he's very similar to Jimmer Fredette. So I'm going to put him down in B tier just due to his size. But a really decent card. Especially if you are good with that base. He has the same base as Dwayne Wade. He can be very effective. But for me anyway, I'm not great with that base. He's good, but he's nothing spectacular. I would still take Dwayne Wade over him. And I'm starting to like that Dwayne Wade more and more. But I definitely still would take the Dwayne Wade over the Tony Parker card. Then we have got Gus Williams. Gus Williams, the worst second worst opal in the game that you can get. No, he's not second worst. Gus is bad, Issel's worse, and then Ibaka, IT, and Wilkins are worse than them. But a fairly bad opal. Can't really shoot the ball, can't really do anything. Like, he can't actually do anything. Like, he's not even a tall defender. Then we got Oscar Robertson. This one is a tough one. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to put Oscar Robertson in S tier. Yeah, I'm putting him there. So, Oscar Robertson is a pretty good overall card. Well, not pretty good, a great all-around card. He has no weakness. He can play a bit inside, shoots the ball well. He does a little bit of everything. Release is really nice as well. So, he's basically like Pete Maravich with a better dunk and a post game. A really nice card, and kind of on the lower end of S tier, but a really good card. Then we have got Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, Fred Brown, basically the same card. I hate Kyrie's jump shot with a passion, though. I hate his jump shot with a passion. I don't care about his dribble moves. Yeah, apparently he's got great dribble moves. I'm not a dribbler. This is my list. I want him to shoot, and he can't shoot for me. Then we got Westbrook. I honestly put Westbrook at the same level as Ja, so I'm going to put Westbrook here. Then we got Steph. Steph is another player that I know a lot of people have a lot of success with him. So I played against Splash Edition, and Splash had a lot of success. He has a lot of success with Steph because he can come off those screens and hit shots with him. while I do like to come off screens, I am not that great with Steph's release. I've tried him a few times. I've tried him since because, again, I'm watching some of the elite guys use Steph Curry and have massive success with him. I just have not had that same success with that card, unfortunately. So, Steph Curry is going to go mid-tier, B-tier. Pretty good card. He's better than Kyrie anyway. He's definitely better than Kyrie, but I'm going to put him there in B-tier. Then we have got Magic Johnson. Magic is going into a S-tier. Like, he moves way better than someone like a LeBron or a Bonga. Magic is definitely next level. Like, his hop step is elite. He dunks on everybody. Jumper, you know what? It's not actually that bad. It looks awkward, but it's actually not that bad to release, and is, in my opinion, the second best point guard in this game after Giannis. Actually, debatable for second. Giannis is number 1, and the debate for second is with this guy, Evo'd. So non-Evo, honestly, non-Evo'd Simmons would probably be A tier, but Evo'd Simmons, the one with a 3-point shot of 90 and range extender, is elite. He's absolutely elite. A little bit slow release. I definitely do prefer Giannis, but Simmons is a demi. Like, he's a demi. Like, Simmons, Magic, and Giannis are all demigods. So, like, there's no reason why they're not going to be at the top. Then we got Penny. Or Penny's last. So, I don't know how I feel about Penny Hardaway, to be honest. Like, I've had him up near the top. It's hard not to put him in A tier, because while he's not the greatest defender in the world, he's not a bad defender either. Definitely not S tier. Maybe he's a bit tall. He's actually got quite a good release, but he's somewhere, like, he'd be on the lowest. Penny would be the worst of A tier. Or is Penny better than Brogdon? For me, no. I'm putting Penny right here in the middle. For my play style, for the way I play, I would take Brogdon over him. So, yeah, Penny in there. And even, like, if you're looking at B tier, I think Brogdon's probably number 1. Best in each tier. This tier down here is definitely Gus. Best in this tier is probably one of Fred Brown or Kyrie. Best in this tier, Brogdon, for me anyway. Best in this tier is either LeBron or Bonga, and best in this tier, obviously, Giannis. But anyway, that is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.